Live from 2 on your side. This is Channel 2 News at 6.
Well, the Thanksgiving travel rush is picking up. AAA says it could be one of the busiest in years. Good evening, everyone. I'm Courtney Courtwright. This weekend is a busy travel time for many, and the next couple of days will be too. AAA is predicting more than 81 million people will travel at least 50 miles from home over the holiday. At least 73 million, we're told, will be driving. Storm Team 2's Paul Hare will have your weekend forecast and the next couple of days ahead if you do plan on heading out to your Thanksgiving destinations. But that still leaves 8 million people in the sky. That's where we turn to 2 on your side's Alyssa Clausell, who is at the Buffalo Niagara International Airport tonight with what travelers can expect. Alyssa, what are you seeing?
Hey there, Courtney. Well, 'tis the season for one of the busiest travel days of the year, this Thanksgiving holiday. You said it, set to bring over 80 million people either by air, roads, or even sea. And when we talk about flights here, over a million people are expected, a million more people are expected to travel by air, with about 6 million travelers expected to take domestic flights ahead of the holiday. But when it comes to the Buffalo Airport right here, you might not be able to tell. That's because passenger traffic, from what we've seen all day, both arriving and departing, has not really strayed from what you'd typically see. And that's good news for anyone who may have to make that trip to the airport in the coming days.
I think it seems pretty normal to like when I flew in for Christmas. Nothing crazy going on, to be honest.
My granddaughter's house, the whole family is heading there today from different states and different airports. So we're all, hopefully we'll get there eventually.
I did book it well in advance, but with the government shutdown, I was worried that I hope I get to fly, and I get to fly on time because this is the busiest time of the year, and I was worried that my flight takes off on time.
Recent travel disruptions caused by the government shutdown was a cause for concern for some travelers ahead of the holiday, but with the government back open and the Federal Aviation Administration now lifting all restrictions on commercial flights, airlines can resume their regular schedules beginning Monday morning. Now, the FAA expects Tuesday to be one of the busiest travel days in 15 years. We'll see how that pans out here at the Buffalo Airport. As you can see right now, not too busy. Again, good news for those travelers. We'll keep an eye on those skies and the roads in the coming days. Live and on your side at the Buffalo Airport, Alyssa Clausell, Channel 2 News.
All right, Alyssa, thank you. The Starbucks union says its strike is growing. According to that union, it now stands at more than 30 stores nationwide. Today, local workers hit the picket line in Amherst. Some workers are asking for better hours, more staffing, and what they call a livable wage. This is what one worker had to say to the CEO of Starbucks.
Starbucks has gone extremely backwards under Brian Nichol. For an example, he is making around $50,000 an hour. He has the money and the company has the money. It's a multi-billion-dollar corporation, and they have the resources to settle this fair union contract. He has not made any moves towards settling that fair union contract.
Now, we have reached out in several ways to Starbucks and are still waiting for that response to comment on that. And we will update you once we do have that information. Let's turn now to the weather. A nice and sunny day today. We're going to take a live look over downtown Buffalo. There it is. But the weather, unfortunately, is going to change as we look ahead to tomorrow. Storm Team 2's Paul Hare has the latest from the Weather Center. And Paul, there's just a lot of eyes on this forecast.
Yeah, Courtney, this week is going to be a little bit of a roller coaster with a lot of ups and a lot of downs. Beautiful day today. We have some clouds moving through the area, but nothing in terms of precipitation. It was a nice day to get outside for sure. As we look at future look here, it looks like as we go through the overnight into the first part of Sunday, some showers moving through to the north, and those are going to last through the first part of the day on Sunday. They're going to taper off in the afternoon, and then we have some high pressure building into Monday, and Monday should also be a nice day. However, we do have some showers moving into the area as we go through the day on Tuesday and even into Wednesday. Here, though, is what we're really keeping our eye on. That rain early Sunday, gusty winds, but something is definitely brewing by the time we get to Wednesday night into Thanksgiving. A very likely lake effect snow event. Courtney will have the details on that coming up in just a little bit.
All right, Paul, thank you. And with Thanksgiving less than a week away, we're on your side, keeping a close eye on that forecast and how it could impact your holiday plans. Join us this Tuesday, November 25th, as Storm Team 2 gets you ready for that holiday week and the wintry weather on the way. We'll cover what is expected here in Western New York, as well as popular travel destinations. Tune in for Storm Team 2 Winter Weather Impact, live at 2:30 right here on WGRZ+. Download on your TV and watch for free. And like we keep talking about, with Thanksgiving, just days away, people all across Western New York are stepping up to make sure families can celebrate. The Rural Outreach Center in East Aurora was packed with people, all looking to make sure families have the resources they need and meals on the table for the holiday. They teamed up with West Her, which donated 300 turkeys for today's turkey drive. Organizers say it's really a true community effort here, with lots of people coming together to make sure everyone can enjoy Thanksgiving.
People are struggling, healthcare is up, insurance is up, and people had to dip into funds to pay these other bills. So just be able to provide families with Thanksgiving turkeys it's my favorite part of the year, actually.
And at the same time that turkey drive was going on, the Rural Outreach Center teaming up with Independent Health for its Good for the Neighborhood event, bringing free resources directly to families in rural areas, from health and wellness services to insurance support. It's not only in East Aurora, but it's also here in Buffalo, where families are lining up for some Thanksgiving meals. Bill Safety, Damar Hamlin, hosting his third turkey drive with his Chasing M's Foundation and the Police Athletic League of Buffalo. Over at the Hennepin Center, you could see turkeys being handed out, even those canned goods right there, all along with those fixings to more than 100 families. For Hamlin, he says the goal is simple: making sure Thanksgiving feels special for families in Western New York.
Growing up, my family could have X amount of problems going on. Nobody's life could be perfect, but just being able to get together with family for a little bit of moment and escape that reality of life truly was something that I enjoyed the most about my childhood. So, just trying to create that feeling for the kids here in Buffalo.
Hamlin spent the day not only giving out meals, but also meeting with children, asking them what they are most thankful for this year. Next at 6, as costs climb and paychecks stall, new polling shows most Americans aren't feeling good about the economy. We're breaking down the numbers. President Donald Trump and his administration could be feeling the pressure. The cost of living is just too high, and some people say they're fed up. New numbers show paychecks aren't stretching nearly as far as they used to. Ivan Rodriguez is breaking down what this means for the economy just as the holiday season gets underway.
High price rise of everything going on with inflation, the tariffs, our dollars are not stretching as much as it need to.
From food to health insurance.
It's going to be triple
this year,
which equates to double the cost of what we pay for our mortgage for our house.
People are struggling to keep up with rising costs. A poll published by Fox News this week found 76% of Americans have a negative view of this economy, up from 67% in July. Vice President J.D. Vance says the administration needs time.
As much progress as we've made, it's going to take a little bit of time for every American to feel that economic boom, which we really do believe is coming.
When it comes to Americans' paychecks, in September, inflation-adjusted hourly earnings were flat for the second month in a row, holding the annual rate of gain at 0.8%, the lowest in more than a year, according to Bureau of Labor Statistics data released Friday. For blue-collar and service industry workers, real pay gains were even weaker. The White House, however, continues to express optimism about the economy.
Wages are up by 3.8% over the year for American workers because of President Trump's pro-growth policies. In fact, real wages are on pace to increase roughly $1,200 for the average worker this year under President Trump.
In September, inflation also rose to 3% for the first time since January, according to the Consumer Price Index. I'm Ivan Rodriguez reporting.
Now here is a live look over downtown Buffalo, and starting tomorrow, we're going to change our sunglasses for an umbrella in some areas. Your forecast with Paul is next right here on Channel 2 News at 6. You'll know what I mean when I say this. We'll enjoy some warmer weather because I hear cold colder weather is coming in the next couple of days or so. And when I say warmer weather, I will take 40s over 30s.
Yeah, when we say warmer weather, we're talking about just average.
Exactly.
We're talking about later in the week, we're talking about old man winter on his way. Sorry.
Well, it's almost December, so we expect it anyway. And with Thanksgiving, I kind of like it to feel like, you know, the holiday season is starting to really come around with the cold weather. Yes, that too.
Winter.
Yeah, that thing.
It's still fall.
Yes.
It's still officially fall. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. But we're about to. Thanksgiving at the end of the week right here. More on that in a second. Satellite and radar showing just some clouds moving through the area. However, we do have some low pressure to our northwest. That is going to be bringing us some precipitation as we go overnight into the first part of your Sunday. So let's time it out here with Future Look. Again, pretty quiet until the overnight hours tonight. Some showers moving through, possibly a snowflake or two as we go overnight. And we're obviously cooling down a little bit. Sunday, some very scattered showers through the first part of the day into the afternoon. That tapers off. All in all, Sunday is going to be a nice day. And then we have actually a little bit of clearing, some high pressure in place as we go through the day on Monday. Some clouds moving in late on Monday into Tuesday. But then we have another system bringing us a bit of rain as we move through the day on Tuesday. Some moderate rainfall at times. Unfortunately, we're going to see another pattern change beyond that. So take a look here. Again, we have that rain Tuesday into Wednesday and then Thursday, Thanksgiving. So starting late Wednesday into Thursday and even into Friday. Now again, this model quite a ways out. We generally don't want to show a model this far out, but this is what a lot of the models are showing as of right now, and especially when we factor in what the temperatures are going to look like, we do see a lake effect snow event setting up for potentially Wednesday night through Friday night. And again, you can see it right there. Precipitation chances, again, to start this week off, looks like Sunday and then Tuesday into Wednesday, we have some rain. And then as those temperatures get cooler, this right here, by the time we get to Thursday and Friday, transitions to a little bit of snow. This is what's happening. Look at that frigid Canadian air making its way down to our region and actually most of the Northeast. So Wednesday night into Thursday and into Friday, that's why we have this snow potential. It looks like by the time we get to the tail end of this upcoming weekend, then temperatures are going to get a little bit closer back to normal. Look at this drop off here as we go Wednesday into Thursday. Thursday, only a high temperature of 35 degrees. 31 degrees as we go through the overnight here. Shower chances, of course, mostly cloudy conditions as we go through the day tomorrow, only getting up to 46 with those showers to start the day. A breezy afternoon with wind gusts up to 30 miles an hour. And look at the 7 days ahead. Kind of this up and down roller coaster. So it was nice today. Tomorrow, some rain to start the day. Nice on Monday, but then that system moves through with some rain on Tuesday, some rain continuing into Wednesday. Wednesday night, it looks like some of that could be transitioning over into some snow, and we're keeping our eye on that snow potential for Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, and possibly even into the first part of Saturday right here. Stay with Channel 2. Certainly we are likely going to have a weather impact alert for late Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday because of the snow potential. All right, that's the latest on your forecast. We'll be right back.
This is the Two on Your Side Hearing Evaluation Services of Buffalo Sports Desk.
Hey there, I'm Jonathan Acosta, joined here by our Bills analyst Vic Carucci. We're taking a look at the state of the Bills, with the Bills coming off that 23-19 loss on Thursday Night Football as they sort of have a mini bye week before they face the Steelers next week. And Vic, I think we're deep enough into this season now, through 11 games for the Bills, where we have a good idea of what this team is for this 2025 season. They're 7-4. But really a disappointing loss for them down in Houston. When you take a big picture look at what this team is, what do you see?
I see inconsistency, and that's a problem, especially when you think in terms of the postseason. And of course, they've got to get there first. I think they will, but just seeing the fluctuations, seeing such a horrible game like they had against Miami, and then, you know, bouncing back from that, and then going to Houston and struggling as they did, especially the offensive line, which had not, from a pass protection standpoint, had done a really good job until they come up against the top defense in the league. And of course, Josh Allen gets sacked a career high 8 times and gets hit 12 times. And the other thing that I think is troublesome is their road deficiencies, you know, 2 and 3 on the road. is the kind of record that would make you worry about a team that likely will be on the road in the postseason.
And Vic, obviously there's plenty of stuff to pick with this team, but the one thing that's sort of been the glaring weakness all season long, dating back to week 1, has been that run defense. Derrick Henry ran all over them in that game, and ever since then, a variety of running backs just racking up the yards against this Bills run defense. Is that the thing that is maybe going to keep this Bills team from getting to where it wants to go this season?
You wonder about that. Now, obviously, it reared its ugly head in the first half against Houston, and ordinary backs, like Woody Marks for the Texans, look extraordinary when they go against the Bills. Tackling continuing to be a problem. Now, they did tighten things up in the second half, and yes, the defense actually put the team in a position to possibly win the game at the end, but you have to be concerned about that being an Achilles, along with the questions that we've talked about on offense, where the receivers struggle to get open, and that happened again against Houston after not happening so much against Tampa Bay. But for most of the year, that too has been a problem.
The Bills with a little bit of extra time to sort of dissect this loss against Houston before they get ready for a trip to Pittsburgh to take on Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers the Sunday after Thanksgiving. For Vic Carucci, I'm Jonathan Acosta for Channel 2 Sports.
Well, it looks like Niagara Falls got a little bit of magic from the land of Oz today at the Aquarium of Niagara. Look at these visitors who flew in by Broom and Bubble for the fantastically Wicked event. You could see Glinda, and you just saw Elphaba along with those kids enjoying a day of Wicked-themed activities, including sing-alongs, crafts, and challenges to find hidden pink and green animals all throughout the aquarium. Those at the aquarium say it was a chance to also highlight a message.
To have a little bit of fun with the movie coming out, but also to let people know that there are threats happening out there in the ocean. The ocean is threatened by wickedness, by things like climate change and pollution, and you do have a chance to do something for good.
Show them, hey, it is important to reduce, reuse, recycle, do all of the things that make a very small difference in their day, makes a really big difference in our environment and our communities as well.
And there were also different presentations all throughout the aquarium, including penguins, sea lions, and even coral. And now Paul will demonstrate for us the perfect toss. What do you say, Paul? He says
I think you
no.
should. My hair isn't long
like,
enough, so
I don't know how to do it.
Would you rather travel by Bubble or Broom?
I would have to say Bubble. I think the Bubble is pretty cool.
Bubble? I think Broom, because you see the movie and the Bubble just kind of floats like this. The Broom, that has some speed.
I know. I mean, I just saw the new movie that came out. I also saw the play. I avoided spoilers for a couple months, right? When I first saw the first movie, I cannot believe I avoided spoilers, but both were fantastic. I won't spoil anything for you either.
I mean, the musical has been out for over 20 years, so
I just saw the musical for the first time. And you saw the musical as well, again, right? For your third time.
I've seen it probably about 15 times, but close.
All right. I'm close. This is why I'm in journalism. Math is not my strong suit. All right, thanks so much for watching Channel 2 News at 6. And we're actually going to see you right back here at 11, right here on WGRZ Plus for Channel 2 News tonight. We'll see you then.